two very powerful lineups. Obviously, both these teams have been around for a very long time. Team France has actually reformed for this tournament, and they've done surprisingly well for pretty much not having that much time to prepare for the tournament. They made it out of their groups, obviously, for regions, and here they are now, obviously, in the round of 16. So we'll see how long they can actually keep this up here. And we're about to go live, just waiting on Kingdom to actually ready up here, and it looks like they're throwing out the the have funs. Good luck, have funs. And the 200 ping versus 200 ping match is about to begin here, guys. Buckle up, because these guys are sure as hell going to be just rubber banding all over the place. So at least somebody will stay still. But once again, we'll have Team Salmon Catchers on your Survivor side, with obviously Team France over on the SI. And Cygnus, I'll let you take it away.
We see the SI just slowly setting up. It doesn't look like they're going to go for a hit right away. I think, can I actually hear a witch crying already? And yeah, she's right up here. So they may actually decide to go for an attack on the witch. They're kind of just moving their ghosts around. They're not really spawning in. The only one spawning yet right now is the hunter. So it definitely looks like the SI are getting ready to hit either in this little crevasse here or when the survivors shoot the witch.
Yeah, I could definitely see them holding for this witch. I mean, she's running down a very narrow corridor for them, pretty much, even though it's not even a corridor by any means. It's more like a valley, because this literal mountains just on either side of the survivors. But regardless, I could definitely see them waiting for this witch to actually get draw crowned here. It looks like High Cookie is looking like he wants to go for a charger. Is going to try and draw him towards the witch, but he actually misses the charge. Jockey dropping down as well, taking a lot of chips. Spit even throws herself in there and getting shut down. So that's going to leave two SI up here. This is pretty much the best time that the guy actually asked for to go for the crown. And High Cookie's going to do just that. Jockey running actually gets a stumble. Witch grabs one punch on him, sends High Cookie fleeing across the map and lands his second hit as well. Will secure the in cap out onto HC. And that was actually really nicely played there by Team France with only two SI remaining.
Yeah, that was excellent land by the jockey there, getting the stumble that set up the hunter and was able to set up the witch in turn with that. So it was a great hit, even though, like you said, they only had two SI. It looked at first like it wasn't going to go so well because the charger missed pretty badly, but you can't really you can't really predict that well with charger with 200 ping, obviously.
Indeed. So we will see. Once again, guys, these teams both, or I should say both, all 8 of them have red ping because of the server that they're playing on, but it's for balancing out pretty much. But Jockey does land out onto Ghost there, but does get cleared off very quickly by the Uzi of Nick. Spitter will actually go rubber banding towards the survivors and get shut down, but that entire attack, once again, not yielding any results, unlike the first hit, which really made waves in the health bonus of Team Salmon Catchers. But Tank will be coming up at 71% of the way through the map, so I believe that's on the other side of the house up ahead. Once again, for the guys wondering what campaign this is Detour Ahead. We've seen it in tournaments past, and it's made its way into our hearts yet again.
Yeah, the SI looks like they're getting ready to hit here. They have a Boomer, Jockey, Smoker, Hunter. Boomer's gone in, lands a proxy on one of the survivors. Hunter's getting ready to bounce in. Jockey's bouncing in as well. Will not find a ride. Hunter gets skeeted as well, and the Smoker gets his tongue cut by the survivors running against the wall. Smoker will look for a reset, and the survivors will make their way into the house.
Indeed. The survivors will have to start the way in the basement of this house and work their way up. It's not that big of a house, obviously. It's just pretty much a raised ranch, I think this is. But regardless, let's get into some house architecture. Here we go. Looks like we got some cathedral ceilings up in here. Even a fan, I think that's out of code. But regardless, survivors making their way out onto the front porch, which also looks like it doesn't meet code. But they will come into contact with the alarm car here. And I wouldn't be surprised if the SI were to throw the boomer on top of it, like have them rocket off the roof and land on it, but we'll see what they actually decide to do here. We don't have war rooms either, I should point out, for either team, because not too sure really what they're going to speak. I know both teams do speak English, but they might just talk in their native languages, which supposedly Australian is supposedly different. Like, it's really weird. But anyway, Charger going in, does manage to land out onto Alice, but the Smoker kind of pulls him out. I believe he's not in the spit anymore because of that pull, and indeed he wasn't. So I feel like that was a little bit of a misplay.
Yeah, the Spitter, I think, was actually trying to block him in the spit and try to get scratches in as well, but wasn't able to really block in the spit like I said they were trying to do. But did get scratches, so they did get a little bit of bonus damage, even though they weren't able to keep the survivor in the spit. And we should actually be seeing this tank pretty soon here. SI also have their spawns, so this should be interesting to see how they, or where they decide to take this tank.
Indeed. Indeed, this next hit is going to be a Boomer Charger Hunter and a Jockey. They might throw this hit in here, or they might just hold it, which it looks like, in fact, they're going to hold it, and they're actually in a pretty good position. This is probably the most ideal spot to actually take this tank. There's really no hittables around besides behind you back by the house, so it's pretty far back. And this tank, I mean, since you have this scope, you can just pick this tank all day long until he actually decides to commit.
Yeah, the Scout does add a huge dynamic to how tanks are played in the form of long-range pick, and this Boomer will try and get something, not really able to though. There's a severe lack of good spawns for the Boomers, so they probably just wanted to get rid of it either way. And tank can't really do a whole lot right now. Like I said, the dynamic of the Scout being at it pretty much means that you need to pick the correct angles and try to just land Skyrocks, and the Skybox is pretty close, so he's not able to do that. And it looks like he will be on a second pass, which means he will have to commit with his Hunter, Charger, and Jockey as support.
Indeed, yes. Australian is different. No, a lot of people actually think that Australians speak English. Supposedly there's an actual like native language or something for Australia. Kind of caught me off by surprise. But anyway, tank is coming here. Already down 2400 HP. Does land a single hit on the coach now. Going to turn his focus over on Cheryl. Does end up wrapping her up. I think that even broke up her reload animation. Did. He grabs another punch out of her, putting it towards the alarm car as well. Actually, a singular punch here could put her towards the car itself and actually maybe even trigger it. He gets 2 more punches onto her. Maybe even a third here. And the SI are doing work in the back. The Charger lane for a very long time around the other Kappa, I believe. But now he's by the alarm car, and they haven't triggered it just yet. He does actually hit the alarm car. Ellis wasn't aware that was actually a hittable, and he ends up paying the price. And this looks like a wipe. 145 HP left on Razzo, who is the tank, and he gets mowed down by the Uzi. Smoker spawning up inside the house, does pull Coach back inside, but he gets the melee off in time. So he does save himself, and even goes ahead and walls Kid him through the siding there.
Unfortunately, they do get a spitter, which won't really do them much since they were just able to get Cookie up. This will continue to do bonus damage to the coach, though. He even almost went down. But, oh my goodness, you would have never thought it really needed to do that much damage with that tank. It seemed like Survivors were in a great position, but the support just did work. And the Survivors, they let the tank punch them, which I think was also a big mistake. It set up the support quite tight. It's like...
I can't help but laugh at that. The Survivors let the tank punch him. I think that was a bad thing.
Well,
Boomer spawning up behind the trees. They're not going to find a boom, though. And it looks like High Cookie, actually down to 1 HP, are going to start limping his way towards the safe room. And yeah, that was a really good tank, but the SI was really the highlight for me of that tank. The tank had 2400 HP when the SI went in, and with that wide open area, you wouldn't expect that much damage to come out at all from that tank with only 2400 left yet again. But the SI were just able to latch on the Survivors, not let go, and they made it work somehow. But we will see the Survivors continue the way through the map here, though. Smoker spawning in the background. Actually, Hunter running up towards Ellis, gets the scratch. Hunter getting picked out of there by, I believe, the Uzi, and the Jockey as well being shut down. Smoker being shot in the face there by the Scout over Shell, and that will be the attack over and done with.
looks like with their sack order, they actually didn't kill the spitters, so they will probably get a Boomer, and most likely a Charger. I'm not sure what the last SI will be. But only 3 survivors. They're all 1 cap, so they can all go down. None of them black and white. They will die like High Cookie did to a scratch of a Hunter. They are really low, though, hovering around 5 and 10 HP. And we'll see how this hit turns out. They got a Smoker and a Charger, so they do scratch down Rochelle. She is down. Spit, actually free Spit, able to take down Nick. So this could be a wipe if the Charger lands. He's going for the extremely long charge. Will he get him? Oh, he gets a scratch for the swag, and that will take down Salmon Catchers just at the end of the map, and we got 420 points, boys.
And oh god, when you said boys, I was like, wait, what? And then I looked, I was like, oh. Everybody raise your 420s in chat, please. I don't even know if that's actually a thing, but regardless, we will be switching halves here. Team France starting over on, well, not even starting, but bringing over on, wait, my screen, oh wait, it's an intro movie.
This is normal.
Yeah, I forgot about the intro movie that we don't see, but my screen just went dark. I was like, did my monitor just die? This is gonna cause a problem, guys. But yeah, so we have Team France over on the Survivor half now, with obviously Team Salmon Catchers on the SI, and this is going to be a pretty big round, because I feel like if Team France can make the safe room, it's going to send a message probably to Team Salmon Catchers that, you know, you guys better step up your Survivor game a little bit here. because I really feel like Team France probably has the better survivor side, or at least in my opinion. But I feel like Salmon Catchers, they've been really well known for their SI play. So I'm interested to see how it's going to even out here. Hopefully we can see some good hits landing, and maybe even another wipe coming out with this tank, or near wipe. And, you know, I want to see a really close game from these two, because these two teams, once again, long-time rosters. They did break for a bit, but they are back now for, once again, Equilibrium Cup number 4, which you guys are watching right now. So thank you guys very much for tuning in. And upon the ready up of Razor, we will get this next half underway.
Yeah, the first map tends to have a lot of... It adds a lot of pressure depending on how it goes. It can affect teams' morals a lot. And if you play L4D2, you know that, right? But if you don't, it really does play a huge part, not just in points, but it can really set the tone mentally for how the rest of the game will go. So we'll have to see how well Team France can do on the Survivor side of this map.
Most certainly, we'll see them make their way out of the safe now as we are live with the second half of the first map. We'll have a Hunter, Spitter, Jockey, and Charger. Spitter actually sacking itself here. And Coach actually stands in front. What? Tay? Tay actually stood in the spit there and took around 15 damage from it. I'm not completely sure of the reasoning for that. But maybe he had a bit of a rubber band or his internet dropped for a second there, but he just like skipped towards into it and just stood there. But regardless, they have come up on the witch now. And I need to drink of water.
So they're taking it really slowly. They're actually baiting, or at least attempting to bait the infected. The jockey has jumped down and taken the place as the witch's bodyguard. He's not very big, but he can certainly cause a lot of trouble. They've actually set up the boomer behind them. The charger is getting ready, spawned up right behind them, and actually they are able to get the crown. Very nicely played there by Team France, but the damage is still coming out from Special Infected. They were able to deal a little bit, but not nearly as much as Team France did on their infected side. So well played there by Team France on their survivor side and their infected side. And Salmon Catchers are going to have a lot more work to do.
Yeah, definitely. Once again, obviously, we saw in the first half, High Cook unfortunately being intercepted a little bit or bumped a little bit by the jockey stumble, and the witch was able to secure both swipes on him, causing an in-cap on the first hit pretty much. But anyway, no attack coming here. Smoker having to pull on a coach in the back. Charger does manage to stumble to the survivor. Spit goes on top of that. It's going to be a lot of survivors bathing in the spit, and actually Ty already down in the yellow here. So a big hit coming out there from a team of Salmon Catchers, and it certainly looks like they're living up to the hype thus far with the SI hits. I mean, even though the witch didn't land, it was a good draw crown there by Razor on the first hit. They still did get some good damage out with the SI attack that they had, and that second attack just really bringing it home.
Yeah, I think I can use the word tempo here, because that was definitely a tempo play. They spawned as soon as they had their special infected spawns, because they know they were hoarded. There was tons of common, and they went for it. That was a great play to see, and they're going for it again. They're not even waiting. Just go. Beautiful charge and spit. Tons of damage.
Smoker in the back.
Hey, look, the smoker in the back. And that, oh my goodness, I thought Nick was going to go down there, but woo! Tons of damage coming out from these hits, Kiss Me, and they are not waiting whatsoever for the survivors to move.
This is absolutely nutty. I mean, once again, we've seen Salmon Catchers make some huge SI plays happen. They've been known for their SI plays for a very long time, and once again, they've just been a very long time team in general. They've been they're pretty much veterans of the game in the Australian community, and as well as pretty much international. They've played in a bunch of international tournaments, though. Another attack coming in, though. They're not even waiting for these choke points. Hunter goes and misses the DP, but Smoker grabs the pole in the meantime. Jockey trying to latch on to Coach, not going to find it, though. And that fourth spawn, which will remain a boomer for now. Not spawning just yet. Does spawn up now. Does get the boom onto Razor, so that's going to cause some horde to trickle in here, though, as the tank does spawn up in the hands of God himself. So, God tank in play.
That actually looks like he's going to end up going over. Is he going to get this car? Yeah, he certainly is. So God car in play as well as God tank. Oh my goodness.
So much God.
Would it be going too far to say he's going to smite the survivors?
Would it be too far as to say this tank is godlike?
I don't think either of those are going too far. SI actually went in for a bit of a hit though. Looks like they were just sacking. Hunter ended up dying last, so we'll have to see what they get. They'll more than likely get a boomer.
Yeah, I do believe a boomer will be up in this queue. Oh, chat.
I'm not really sure what he's doing here though. He must have like an angle lined up, or he's just trying to make sure he doesn't push it too far so the survivors don't end up pushing him. Either way, he's on his second pass. He's now getting chipped from the scout. He's on 40% frustration. Actually whiffs on one of the punches, so starting to work this car in. The survivors have set up behind him. The Boomer actually has to find a new spawn. He was getting ready, and they're actually going to end up taking it in the house. So this will be interesting to see how it plays out. Because Charger actually spawning up. Boomer as well. Boomer manages to land a quad barf bag in the house.
That's a commit.
Boys. That's a commit. God's coming in.
God's coming in hot, boys.
God's coming in hot. Really just waiting for the right moment. He's waiting out as much support as he can to get the rest of his SI support. Spawns in, Hunter's up, Jockey's up as well. God's still got a lot of help. This looks like a wipe. God Tank living up to the name. Punching, bullying Michelle into a corner. I almost said Michelle. How long have I played this game for? And that'll be a wipe. Salmon cut, just bringing up the tempo. Finishing the Survivors run at 311 points.
I guess you could say those survivors were smited by the hand of God.
I think those survivors are filthy sinners.
I have a feeling there's gonna be a lot of God jokes. God, they're so corny. But regardless, we'll see Team France walking out with the deficit here, actually, after the first map. And, of course, Team Salmon Catchers up with the score 420. YOLO swag to the 311 of Team France. Oh, God, the pun's going to be plentiful.
I'm foreseeing a lot of fail fish in the chat.
I cannot wait to see God go ahead and try to do a ceiling 100 pounds, so I can say God is about to bring the wrath of a lightning strike down.
Oh my God. This is not a Christian save stream.
Hold on, guys. I gotta go look up the Bible. I need some verses here.
If you could, please.
God, I'm not doing this. Oh boy, so heading into the second map. Once again, guys, thank you very much for tuning in just thus far. You are watching the Equilibrium Cup number 4, the round of 16. I believe this is going to be a double elimination bracket, but as of right now, it is obviously just the top 16 playing it out to see who will move on to the next half, or the top 8, I should say, of the upper bracket, and who will drop out to the lower 8 bracket. So we will be following it very closely here for you guys on the channel. So thank you very much for tuning in. You are joined by the casters of Cygnus and Kiss Me. So hopefully you guys are having a good time.
Yep, just waiting up on Tay here from Team France to ready up, and then we'll be on our way. It looks like the Special Infected have a decent setup. They got a Charger, Jockey, a Spitter, and a Smoker. Would have liked to have a Hunter. That would have made it a perfect hit for this gas station, but we'll see how it plays out either way.
Indeed. So it looks like stars are making their way outside the safe room now. Once again, Salmon Catchers on the Survivor side after that good first round by them. And well, I can't even say a good round because they didn't make the safe room, but they did actually manage to beat out Team France in the end. And once again, obviously Team France on the SI. First hit will be that Jockey, Spitter, Charger, and a Smoke. Ellis currently making his way out to the right side, trying to block a little bit. Charger actually landing on top of it with the spit going down on top of it. Beautiful charge spit. And Mutiny also getting pulled out towards the front counter. Jockey latching on Ellis yet again, bringing him back in the spit. And High Cookie down below 50 HP after the first hit. In fact, is he down to 40? He's at 41.
He's almost like one more Jockey scratch. He would have been slow already. That would have been a commit built right out of the safe room. That was a textbook detour ahead hit by the Special Infected. Reloading.
Indeed. That was actually a hell of a charge. Took him right out the side door. It was like, oh, I'm in the kitchen. Nope, I'm not. But regardless, another attack looking like it's going to gear up, and it looks like they're actually going to wait for the choke. So this might be the difference that we see between Team Salmon Catchers and Team France. Boomer actually running and gets the free boom. Smoker spawning up by the pickup truck. Does also land a smoke onto Ellis. He is one of the big, or he is the smallest health one, I should say, but he does get leveled there by the pan of Ellis. And Smoker will go ahead and pull Ellis off of the car and into the horde for a little bit more damage, putting High Cookie into the yellow, which will also signify him being slow now. But that was a decent hit. I mean, it completed the objective of making High Cookie slow, which is what it looked like they were going for.
Yeah, they pulled him when they charged. He was the one in front too, so they were looking for the best target, but which is now in play. And they have a decent setup for as well. Well, actually, they have a boomer and a spitter, which is not exactly ideal. Jockey and charger is pretty nice, though, especially for this area in general. So we'll have to see how they play it out. They're clearing all the common infected, as they should be coming up to the switch, because they probably don't want to... Actually, looks like they're going to be running around, which is the smart thing to do. There is a lot of area in this along this road that you can run around. The boomer's got a decent spawn, but actually just a little bit premature. They're trying to chip her through the rock, which is not possible, so they will actually be forced to go the other way and maybe try and attempt to crown the switch.
But bullets are stronger than rock, obviously.
Creeping up, and here we go. We'll get the clean crown. Lots of damage coming out. Just about. They do land the spit charge onto Rochelle. Will be a fair amount of damage either way, which wasn't able to do a whole lot. But Special Infected still landed their hit.
Indeed. We'll see Mutiny drop down to 51 HP. Oh, wait, what is he at? He's actually at 52 HP. I was like, that looks a little bit higher than 51. But regardless, he drops down to the 50s there from that charge spit. And Hot Cookie also down into the red now. He's going to keep popping these sets of pills. And we'll see the survivors actually go ahead and hop on top of these cars here and start this alarm. And they're probably going to wait it out as we saw in the previous game as well. So they're going to play it nice and slow here. Just going to take these couple SI hits as they come in. Once again, in EQ, these hordes are not infinite. They are finite, or finite, I should say. So there is a set amount of common, and they will eventually stop. I believe this one is like 120, if I'm not mistaken. But anyway, attack coming in. Smoker out a pull on the Nick in the back. Hunter work his way towards her. Rochelle does find the pounce onto her as well. So that's going to drop her down even lower. Boomer walking in. We'll get the proxy actually stumbling Mutiny into the charger, but I don't think he got a punch on him.
Well, either way, Mutiny will be below 40, so once they start running, they will have to commit pills. And it's not ideal for you to commit 2 sets, possibly even 3, because High Cookie's now down to 34 again. Once you're going into the tank, they want to have as many pills as they can. So they're doing a good amount of damage leading up to this tank, and this event will allow them to get at least one more hit onto the survivors before they are able to move up to the rest of the map.
Indeed, and it actually looks like, are they going to hold? I saw the SIs spawn up ahead, but it looks like they might go in now. Hunter's looking for a high damage pounce from the mountains behind the survivors. Mutiny all too aware of it, though. Jockey working his way in along with the Smoker. Hunter having a little bit of a hard time getting in, does finally make his way in. Smoker dragging Mutiny forward. Going to be a lot of Jockey numbers. Hunter also latching on a coach in the back, and that's going to be an end cap onto Mutiny as well. So beautiful Jockey, a lot of separation and distraction, and that will secure the first end cap for Team France.
It was almost a lot of damage on Coach as well, the target that the Hunter landed on. The spit just barely slid off the ledge, and it didn't land on the survivor that was pounced. But they actually end up shooting down High Cookie, so he's got that 30 bonus health from being picked up, and he will commit his pills as well as Mutiny. We see the last bit of this finite horde coming out, and will allow. Actually, so yeah, I was wrong. Actually, I don't know enough about EQ. This will actually not be another horde. I just heard the howl, and I assumed there would be another one, but barely any. It looks like they just want to wait out and take the next hit before they come in, but the Hunter is bouncing around. Special Effect will commit their hit. Hunter lands, Smoker lands. Here comes the Charger getting a nice knockup as well. The charge landed onto Coach. We'll get a fair amount of damage coming out, and now the survivors will finally move up to the rest of the map. Having cleared the horde and 3 special infected hits, we will see the tank coming up here shortly.
Indeed, 74% should be right at the end of all these wooden walls. Oh, yeah, it is. Not too bad, not too bad. But tank up in the hands of Yash here, 14 France, and Salmon Catchers with really no health left on them are going to have to play this very aggressively, and they're going to do just that. But Yash, being all too aware of what they're doing, is going to push right in, not take that early chip. And this Boomer looking for some sort of help here for the tank. Not going to find anything. The tank does find a singular punch onto Coach, does end up wrapping him up and getting the cap. Another long arm out onto Ellis, and he gets the wrap up out onto 2 survivors along with the help of the Jockey. Nick going ham with the pan, and will not be able to kill him off. Does get some nice hits though with that pan, and that will be the wipe.
Could that be a recurring term, please? Ham with the pan?
He's going ham with the pan.
But yeah, I'd almost say that was an easy wipe for Team France, but Sam Catchers are a very good team. But the only reason I would ever say that is because there are tons of spawns. Survivors only got one way to go. The only way they could have made that slightly better is if they waited out the next SI hit, but that would have forced them to get another extra horde, because that's what happens in EQ if you wait too long. So they played at the best of their abilities. They committed a lot of pills before the tank, and they weren't really able to shut down the boomer, and all the SI support landed, and things fell into place for the tank. So, nice wipe for Team Fry's special infected side. We'll see Salmon Catchers play their survivor side. Or no, sorry, I got mixed up. Team France is playing the survivor side now, and Salmon Catchers are playing infected.
Indeed. So we'll see what Team France can do. Hopefully they can make it a little bit further than this tank. My best case scenario for this game is they just keep going back and forth, just inching it closer and closer to being tied, and then they just kind of keep it there for the rest of the game. And maybe we'll just see them end game tied, and then they have to go into some sort of sudden death thing, which I don't think has ever happened. But I actually wonder. I don't know if there's ever been a match that has been actually a tie score after all is said and done. I know it's been really close, like 1 point, but I don't know if there's ever been actually a tied game.
Yeah, we'll need a L4D2 historians to search through the databases and find out if there's ever been a tournament match that's ended up in a tie. So I'm not actually sure if there are rules in place for that. Either way, starting out the survivor side, they aren't able to get the same charge that Team France was able to, but they will nonetheless have a nice hit coming out here. Nice charge, spin, almost the same identical hit, but the smoker wasn't able to do a ton of damage. And yeah, definitely not the same amount of damage coming out. Team France handling that just a little bit better than Salmon Catchers did.
Yeah, that's big for Team France, going down much earlier than that one from Team Salmon Catchers did. And Coach very quickly making headway here in the map, clearing out as many common as he can as his teammates catch up. And actually, there's going to be a little separation here coming in the next hit. Rochelle and Nick are actually way back. Boomer goes out on the Coach in the front here, and they could actually get this charge jockey if they were to go in right now. But this spitter will pre-spawn, forcing the other two SI to react. And we will have a pause coming out actually by Hot Cookie. And I'm wondering if this is a tactical pause. It might be that spitter might also have crashed. And
yeah, it looks like already got a no Steam log on. So
we'll
just have to wait a little. It was the Chargers. So they'll actually lose from the special effect here, which sucks, but nature of the game, no Steam log on, you can't really be avoided. It's just kind of happens sometimes. So we'll wait for Artie to get back into the server.
Yeah, I mean, from all the time that you and I have spent playing this game, we still have no idea as to why sometimes when you spawn in and you just left click to spawn, your game just crashes. It makes no sense to me. I don't know if it's something with how the glow changes on your screen, like from the blue to like a red. I don't know if it's something with loading that, but I don't know. It's just weird. You just left click and it's like, oh, I crapped that on you.
It's like, no, you can't play the game right now. Nope.
Oh look, oh no, you didn't.
I actually, not a bad time for a pause, because, well, Fake pointed out to me, he said, Bravo vs. Leon in RBT2 was decided by 4 points. He thinks that's the closest it's ever been in a tournament game. And I'm not sure, I seem to recall a close game that I played a long time ago that I think was either decided by 2 or 3 points, but I can't remember exactly what it was. It was close. It might have been 10, actually. I don't know. It was really close.
Yeah, the game that I remember vividly, at least, is the game that Fig's talking about. It was on Parish, and Bravo was literally running, and the point gap was just closing and closing, and then he got capped. And it was like, ah. But, yeah, that's the game that I remember vividly. For some reason, I remember one game with, like, 2 points. But I can't remember the teams nor the tournament. It's gotta be out there somewhere.
It's definitely happened. Like, there's definitely been ties and like scrims and stuff like that. Like I think my entire time playing this game, I've only been a part of 1 tie, and I've seen 2. It's so rare. But it's interesting. I don't actually know if we have rules in place where if a tie were to happen, like what was to happen afterwards to decide the victor. I assume it might be like a map or something. You add an extra map, but I don't know.
If a tied game were to happen, the opposing teams would choose 1 player each to be flown out to an undisclosed location, and they would fight to the death. Winner would decide the match.
Hell yeah, dude! I'd be down for that.
I'd cast it. I have no idea what's going on right now. I think someone else is Team France to pee. It seems like the teams are literally just rotating out, like who gets to go pee.
Yeah, it's like they're all in the same house and they only share one bathroom.
They finish around and everyone just makes a freaking run for the fucking bathroom. Don't you ready up? I'm still going.
Alright, looks like both sides are ready. Survivor's ready up. Artie's back in the game.
Oh wow, what is that noise sickness? Please. It was like some major feedback. Oh, you're good now though, I think. Oh. Is your mic set to sound activated? No. Oh, wait, I hear you. It's the feedback. Now it's gone.
How about now?
Oh, you're good now. Did you knock it out or something?
I must have hit a button or something, I don't know.
I must have hit a button.
I apologize. I don't know, there's a button on the splitter from my headset, and I don't know what it does, so.
Ah. Well, that could do it. Boomer going in, trying to initiate something here. Not going to find Coach, though. He very sneakily backs out. He does get popped there, though, by the scope of Coach. The scope, by the way, being held in the hands of Coach, I believe that is. I believe I'm correct.
I can't see. He's got a... Yeah, he is the one carrying the scout right now. So we're having issues here. Artie, who rejoined, said he's stuck, so they had to repause to fix the problem. But after this, he should be able to move. And yeah, the next obstacle for the survivors will be the witch, right next to the bus here, and we'll see if they decide to try and go around like the salmon catchers did, or if they decide to take it head on. Well, I mean, the salmon catchers, they tried to go around, they weren't able to, but...
Indeed, I'm actually wondering if Coach is going to go for a Crown of the Witch here himself. Ooh, that was actually a nice jump there by Kinham. He actually made his way on top of the truck trailer.
Oh, dang.
But we'll see what they decide to do here. If they're going to go for the headshot on the Witch or if they're going to go for the straight-up Crown.
Oh, he's still stuck. Oh, okay.
Yo, Nick.
Wait, oh wait. Wait, the SI was still stuck?
Yeah.
Oh, I was wondering, like, what's going on? There's no common. And now they're going to go ahead and talk about the weather as the player rejoins. Quickly rejoining those order.
He asks as if there's any other kind of weather in Australia. Can it even rain there? I don't think so.
No, Australia just rains rattlesnakes and about every other thing that can kill you.
Venomous, yeah.
That I swear, Australia, people make fun of it, but it literally is probably the most dangerous place in the world. It's scary.
It's that or Africa.
What? How's Africa bad?
North Africa's scary, dude. I'm not kidding.
I'll take a word for it.
Weapons over here.
But we'll see the survivors continue baiting out here. I believe they were waiting for the fourth spawn to come up there. This hunter looks like he wants to go for some sort of DP, but I don't know. Team France is playing this really slow. Are they still waiting on something, or?
No, it seems they're just waiting out the timer. I mean, that's what it seems like, and picking the right time to go for it. And actually, looks like the scout was going for it, but nice crown by Ellis here. The jockey and the hunter managed to land, not dealing a whole lot of damage. Spitter landing on the tail end of the 100 pounds and dealing a little bit of damage, but not quite enough. Yosh will be slow, but they don't need to commit pills because they are about to fight an event.
Indeed, we will see Rochelle quickly make her way up towards the event. Go ahead and start it for the survivors. And it looks like they'll be holding out in the exact same spot, it seems. So Team France taking it safely, just going to play it by the cars. And we'll see probably a couple SI hits come in here. And yet again, already crashes. What? Already, please.
I just like to point out that Nick has the best melee weapon in the game, the CS knife. It's my favorite weapon.
That's true. Actually, I rarely get to see that item. A lot of people say it's overpowered, though, and I tend to believe that it is, because it doesn't have some insane damage, and the swing radius is like nuts.
It has the same swing radius as the katana, and it attacks faster.
Oh. Yeah, it's a little overpowered. So it's like a machete.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But it has like the swing arc of a katana. Machete doesn't.
And another one. Another pause. Drinking game, drink every time they pause the game. I
If
work
that were to
tomorrow.
happen a lot of people playing Left 4 Dead would be very, very much alcoholics. Oh, it looks like Sam Catches already appears to be back. Although unfortunately that will reset his spawn timer. It looks like they might just have to go alone without their fourth player.
I did an SND restart. It shut the alarm off, but good God, my game just lagged out completely. We're back now though. My game like completely just black screened. I was like, what? I was like, what is happening? And the alarm just started again. What? Maybe I turn away? No, it literally just restarted. So this alarm doesn't like just stop. The creator literally makes it so the alarm like keeps playing over and over. That's
Very
great.
kind of him, really.
That's amazing. I'm not doing that again. I felt like my game was gonna crash, but no attack coming here though. Smoker and Charger looking to make something happen here. Charger gets mowed down horrendously though, and the spit will go ahead and drop down on top of Yosh and Coach, do a little bit of spit damage to them. And Yosh is red, so he's gonna have to start popping some sets of pills here, unless he wants to take that first in cap, which you most likely don't want to do because you don't want that damage bonus being taken away.
No, you definitely don't. I like to say that Salmon Catchers actually mistimed that last hit they did. They opted to go when there was no common, and I think that really hurt their damage potential from that hit at least. And if they go here again, they probably won't. They're most likely going to save it for when they push the tank. But that's that's something a lot of people don't really think about when they're playing special. In fact, here they go again. Actually getting a really nice DP onto Coach there, putting him down. Charger managed to land as well as the jockey. And just as I'm talking about how important it is to hit when you want common effective, they just hit without it, deal a ton of damage. So, what do I know, kiss me.
Indeed, indeed. And actually, thank you, Tofu. I actually didn't notice that the overlay was still up because I was spamming buttons when my game semi-crashed. And I didn't notice the overlay was actually still up. But thank you very much for pointing that out. I was reading Twitch chat and I was like, oh wait, it is up.
Reloading.
But yeah, so we'll see by maybe one last hit. This horde should be about done though. So indeed it is. That was the last hit, and now we'll see Team France make their way up into the event and start this tank in a little bit. And yeah, it looks like Razor's going to keep holding on to this scope, even though they have to run pretty much back out of the event if they want to play it completely safe, and kind of run back to the beginning of it. So they have
really need to block as many spawns as they can.
Yeah, because I mean, you can block these walls pretty easily, but then you also have the forest on the side, the rooftop above where they are right now. There's definitely some openings to actually get or grab a spawn. It looks like Ellis runs ahead, does grab the spawn. Spitter and Charger working the way in. Charger dies off because it has become the tank. Spit tried for a delay but did not find it. So I was just kind of running the way through it. Tank in the hands of Mutiny for Team Salmon Catchers.
Guns here.
Yeah, unfortunately they weren't able to get a boomer there. I think that's what they were really hoping for, because that could have set them up really well for that tank to just commit. But France, knowing what would happen if they'd stay there, just ran through the spit, killed everything they possibly could, and now they're able to run back. The SI are opting to go for a hit since this tank actually can't do a whole lot at the moment. Getting a nice charge and jockey intercept as well, getting a fair amount of damage, and I'm not sure if he will be able to get this tank in before he loses it.
I think he's gonna. That rock is nowhere close to landing. But this is one buff tank. I don't know if the model's messed up for you too. But this is one buff tank. His arms are just like out, right? Like he's reaching. He's like, I don't know, he's pumping iron or something. But anyway, Mutiny down to 45% rage. Starva's continuing to run back now. He does have rage a little bit right now. And if he could maybe hit this car far enough, he might be able to land a Hail Mary hit. It is going in. It goes over the trees. Oh, it didn't hit anybody. I got excited for a second there.
I thought I was going to hit Alice. Oh, here comes another one. No.
That was pretty close, though.
I need to stop getting overexcited about these cars. I just wanted to hit so bad, but
he's going to lose it right here.
Not really finding it, yeah.
Oh, no. Yeah, that's an AI tank. That's really unfortunate. But the thing is, now Team France has to make their way entirely back through the map once they do kill this tank. And this tank's actually taking a little bit of a while to get in, and there's still horde trickling as well.
it's possible for them to make the most of this and actually deal a lot of damage. It always depends. The AI tank is pretty iffy, but sometimes they can work in your favor. Johnny getting a perfect intercept from the tank, punching Ellis, who was pulled actually. The rock, trying to rock through the truck. The AI doesn't know you can't do that. Hunter's bouncing around, trying his best to help, and they're manipulating the AI right now, knowing how it works and knowing it will climb over every little curve it can, able to kill this tank now. France actually ending that tank with a decent amount of health. Actually, Smoker's doing a bit of damage as well. But yeah, they're not in a great position, but they are alive, which is more than the Salmon catches were on their side.
Yeah, so Team France looks like they might actually take the lead here. They were around 130 points down coming into this map here. So let's see if they can actually take a bit of a lead here going into the third map. And actually, Jockey Lash does on Coach upstairs. This is a big misplay by them. The SI will capitalize on top of it. Coach going to take an in-cap here by the spit. And also a Charger latching onto Nick on the backside there. That's going to be 2 in-caps possibly. Ooh, nice clear there, though, by the pistol. We'll save Nick from taking an in-cap. But Boomer goes in, gets a spawn, and proxies onto Coach. And that was really not worth it. Raz were taking an in-cap along with Nick almost taking an in-cap. But they do find that set of pill. All worth it. I take it back. They found a pill.
Yeah, Salmon catchers, though, just from what I've seen from these 2 maps, prove they are just... I think if I had to describe the way they play SI, it's visceral. Because they will go on any, like, small scent of blood they can find, and they will just hit whenever they feel like it. It's almost random, it seems. And like I said, Hunter going in, Jockey is able to scratch down Nick, who was spit on as well, and Smoker able to get another scratch just before being cleared. And just when I thought Team France was going to be able to possibly make this map, they throw out that huge misplay in the house that ended up in-capping 2 of them. And now they're bleeding pretty much all the way to the bank here, if they even make it to the bank.
Yeah, I mean, Ty is down to 6 HP. That's 1 scratch for, Charger. So they can easily make another cap happen here. We'll see if they can actually do that, though. Hunter getting skeeted out of there, though, as he went for a pounce onto Ty. Spitter looking for a possible in-cap here. Throws it out onto Ellis. Not going to be an in-cap. Jockey does secure the in-cap, though, latching onto Rochelle with the scratch to begin it. And so that's going to be another in-cap. And we've tried restarting the sound, guys. The alarm literally is set to just continue replaying over and over. But anyway, nice double charge going in, knocking both Ellis and Nick up against the track trailer. Jockey bringing Coach around the front cabin of the track trailer as well. And that's a lot of damage. Now we have Yosh and Kinham both down near 1 scratch to in-cap. And Smoker's tongue will get broken right away. Spit will bring the in-cap to Ellis, though. And it looks like France might actually not even gain back any distance. They're probably going to get wiped here in a second.
Yeah, that will be black and white for Yosh. It's a nice proxy move as well onto Rochelle. And we'll see the rest of the SI coming up here in about 5 seconds. We have a Hunter already. And the Horde's behind them, so they can actually just keep pushing as much. And that's really all they want to do right now. They probably know they won't make it. This Hunter will get a scratch, or maybe even 2 onto Coach. And Coach will take a bit of free spit damage, putting him down. That will be him black and white as well. We actually have a plus because High Cookie has got a no Steam log on.
I'm gonna blame the alarm. I have to mute this. That alarm is literally right in my ear from where I am on my stream right now. It's like right there. All right, so we'll be a little bit muted for now, guys. Sorry about that. It's just that I think we've heard enough alarm for the entire game. I don't believe there's another alarm, so I think we're good. But oh no, there is another alarm. Isn't there on the finale?
I think there is, yeah.
Oh my God, no. But alright, so High Cookie has rejoined. I will go ahead and unmute as soon as he gets in here. He disconnected, so we're gonna wait a little bit more. He can't decide if he wants to stay or go. But they're unpausing it. High Cookie's not in here yet. Maybe they're just thinking it's gonna be a wipe anyway.
I think they want him to get in while it's live, so he doesn't get stuck.
Oh, that's true. There
Or
goes High
they're
Cookie.
trying to avoid it.
High Cookie reconnecting from New South Wales, Australia. And, yeah.
Please no ducks, Reno. Rest of the SI out there, guys.
They're gonna take down all of Australia. Smoker Charger going in. They do secure the kill on the Yosh. And to Kinham down now to 1 HP. He's only on his first in-cap, though. So he will be black and white upon get up. And Coach will actually go ahead and stab him with the knife. Gonna go ahead and get the in-cap. And, yeah, so now he's back up to 30 HP. Ty down to 8 HP. And Razor at 17. They are all bleeding, so time is of the essence. And they are actually making back distance points now. Now they've closed the gap under 100 points. So at least going into the next map, it's going to be virtually tied.
More or less. I guess it's important to point out that Kinnem and Raz are both black and white, so a few scratches or even a little bit of free spit damage will be the death of them. That will be Rochelle down, and that's the wipe. Ladies and gentlemen, Team France ends their run of this map with about 452 points.
Indeed they do. So the score differential will be 838 to 763. That is 75 points, I do believe. Unless I'm wrong.
Yeah. No, it's 65.
Okay. So math is correct, and we will be moving on to the third map. Now this map I love, because right out of the safe room you have two huge hits that if you eat are detrimental, and you could literally get wiped very easily here in the beginning of the map. This is probably by far my favorite safe room out of any map I've ever played. This is just such a cluster of fun, to put it nicely. I was gonna say cluster something, but it wasn't appropriate.
Guess we bringing you the rated R streams.
Kiss me keeping it real. But yeah, so we'll see Team Salmon Catchers yet again on the Survivor side to start things off here, with obviously Team France following up on the SI. And we'll just wait for everyone to ready up here, make sure that they're not going to crash out again for, 8 minutes. Well, it wasn't 8 minutes, but they crashed like 8 times. And yeah, hopefully it all stays well, and they can play this map out nice and cleanly from here on through.
Yeah, the hits of this map don't really remind me of it, but the length of it kind of reminds me of Dead Eye 3, and the fact that it's just huge. It's a really long map. Although I think it's interesting you say that the first 2 hits here are extremely crucial to how the rest of the map will be played. Because there's not a whole maps that immediately come to mind when I think about that as like a trait of a map or like a trait of a campaign.
Freaking native avian. Oh, my Twitch chat. I can't look at my chat during streams. I don't even know how. It's a small channel and it literally acts like a big channel's chat. I don't get it. But regardless, we are currently still waiting for a few more people to ready up, along with my co-caster.
Oh. I'm not used to having the caster tag. It's not my fault.
Well, you had my
Or
name
is
as
it?
your name.
Or is it? No,
You asked
that's not my
for it.
fault. I'm innocent.
But now we are waiting for the entirety of Team France to actually ready up. Maybe they'll do one big ready up as a team.
Maybe they're doing the rotating P again.
Maybe. They're boot camping for the finals brackets. They actually could, because I believe they're all from France, if I'm not mistaken. I know the name is Team France, but I believe that name was made a few years ago. But I don't believe any of them have actually moved out of France. So they are still in the same country.
I know they've had members outside of France. Like at one point, actually, Kekari was part of Team France, and I think he's actually from Sweden. So
Yeah, it's either Sweden or Finland. One of those two.
So yeah, I don't think every single player on Team France is from France, but this is the name of their team, so.
Freaking grandma. I hate you so much, grandma. It's unbelievable.
Bark the mods away. Bark, bark, bark.
Is that like a new emote? I don't know if I've ever seen the dog before. We're getting too caught into it.
Oh, my dog?
Yeah,
It's an emote.
I don't think I've never seen the dog before.
It's Frank or Z, man.
Why does it look different for me? That's not. There's no way that's Frank or Z. It looks completely different.
Come on, chat. Type Frank or Z in there. I want to see Frank or Z in chat.
But we're still waiting on Team France to finish out the rotational PP break. So we will be sitting here a little bit longer as Coach persistently cleans out every single comment outside the safe room. He literally will not stop shooting. I think he's gone back for ammo like 3 times. That dog. What? Oh yeah, totally the same Frank Z. And now we have some French speak. I have no idea what it means though. But it looks like we are going live here, so Twitch chat. I will have to look away for a little bit, and so will Cygnus. I'm sure he'll actually just keep looking at Twitch chat. But regardless, we'll have, once again, Team Salmon Catchers on your star side. And once again, these two first hits are really, they can be crucial to how the round plays out. And the setups for both teams for this first hit will be perfect for pretty much what you want. It's going to be a Hunter, Jockey, Charger, and a Spitter. If one survivor gets caught up on this fire escape, it's pretty much a death, because you can get jocked back into the safe room, and there's no way you're getting cleared. So it's pretty much an instant death wish. And also, if the Charger Hunter land on top of the fire escape, you can get spat on. You can, get boom stumble, but there's no boomer for this hit. So there's a lot of options that can happen. But the survivors might just make a quick jump out here. Ellis jumping off the side, landing on some Common's heads, so he breaks his fall there with their necks as he breaks them. But it looks like they have made it all the way down the fire escape without eating the attack as yet. Hunter Jockey working their way in though. Jockey does land on Ellis. Hunter latching onto Rochelle top. The Charger also bringing down onto Ellis. Spit goes on top of that, and that Spit's going to die on top of Ellis as well. And this is the type of damage that you can see. Mutiny taking over 50 damage from the Hunter on the fire escape, and High Cookie eating an end cap from that Charger. And that's like just the amount of damage that you can eat from that one hit. It's such an enclosed place, and that was with them off the fire escape.
Yeah. And you know what I never actually noticed is that as soon as they ran out of the safe room, a bunch of commons spawned on the roof. Actually, I don't know if they spawned or if they were there to begin with, but they just came rushing off the roof there. So on top of the hit, they also had tons of common to deal with. It was a beautiful hit for Team France. Team versus gonna maybe even see another one. We see the Charger actually.
Oh, Rochelle!
All the way in the back with the spit too. And Jockey is riding, I believe it was actually Coach all the way in the back. So Rochelle will have to come all the way around again. And there has been a horde spawn, I believe, as well.
Indeed.
So this is off to an amazing start.
You see that those first two hits on this map are huge, and if Elsa had dropped there, Rochelle would be dead. Like, that's all there is to it. Like, there's just so much opportunity on those first two hits to make those big hits happen. And Team France capitalizing on both two survivors down in the red. High Cookie obviously already eating in cap, so that's damage bonus that's taken down now. Mutiny has a little bit of red HP left, and Artie's also down at 50. So they've taken so much damage thus far, and Team France just really capitalizing on every opportunity possible thus far.
Yeah, we'll have to see if they're able to continue to do that, or if Salmon Catchers can end up plugging the holes in their ship before it sinks. So, God's actually the only one right now with a ton of health, and this tank will be up, so it probably will be gone pretty soon. Depending on how this goes, actually see the SI coming in, Chargers in able to land, Hunter gets skeeted. Nice skeet coming out there from High Cookie. And it looks like Tank will be playing a far tank until he's able to commit safely.
Sorry, I was thinking to carry something. But yeah, so this tank's going to take a little bit of chip there by the scout that's in the hands of Mutiny. And he's going to go ahead and, like you said, just play it back for right now. He can't really play a long tank, though.
Yeah, he's got the scout to deal with, obviously, so it looks like he's just getting ready to commit from a long distance away. Survivors can't really run anywhere, so they'll have to just juke around and try not to get boomed or it's collapsed on by the special effect. Actually, a really nice hit, almost even hitting Coach there. Almost certain death for the survivors, and he's actually rotating this car around, going to try and push them in, but he can't. Survivors are taking a nice turn away here. Smoker and almost ending up the tank. Charge as well, but being cleared. And this tank is getting worked right now. Just trying to get this car to hit someone. Finally finds a multi. Will miss the second punch on a Coach, getting the third. But that will be it for Team France, and really well played there by Salmon Catcher, just playing ring around the rosy with the tank there in the truck.
Yeah, and that was actually a missed opportunity there by that tank. I thought that car hit on Ellis should have definitely connected. He aimed a little bit too much in line with Ellis, and Ellis was kind of able to run ahead of the car and keep himself out of the way of it. But that was, that really well played by Team Salmon Catchers. I mean, I can't really say that they played it all too wrongly. I mean, they did take an in cap, obviously, but it was pretty much the best of the worst that could have happened. Boomer rocketing in will land a triple boom actually on the survivor. Spitter goes down inside of the room as well. All the survivors are actually being caught up in the spit except for Rochelle, who does find some safety on top of the recycling bins. But that's a lot of spit damage going out onto Artie. And actually, nobody on the team is black and white as of just yet. High Cookie and Artie have already taken 1 incap each, though. And Artie down to 2 HP here is going to be incredibly slow here in a second. And we will see how this plays out, because an incap's definitely coming out onto Artie on this next hit. I'd find it hard to believe if they actually don't incap him here somewhere with the spit or even a scratch him in SI.
Yeah, and just like to point out, typical strat. Oh, actually, we're gonna see a hit here. So the Smoker comes in, is able to land a pull on a High Cookies out the back. Hunter getting Nick rather in the room, and a bit of spit damage. Well, actually, no spit damage because they ended up missing it. But normally, the strategy for Special Effect is to go after the highest alt target, but that would be assuming that they would make the safe room. But Special Effected Team France knows right now that they're probably not going to with the way the rest of the health of the survivors look. So they don't even need to go for Nick. They just keep going for the low health targets, keep getting in caps, and they'll just eventually die. And it's almost a better strategy just because they will keep going down because they can't find pills.
Man, God is just carrying that HP. I'm not gonna make any puns about it.
He does have a lot of HP. It's not a lie.
It's almost like God is a gift from heaven. Anyway, attack coming in. Hunter landing on Rochelle in the front. That's not the help bonus. Coach taking in cap. Jockey being down by Alice as well. And now it's all left to God. He has to save everyone.
He has to save all the mortals on Earth.
Oh, Jockey Spitter working the way in. Spitter does get a scratch to delay the pickup. Jockey being shut down as well. I believe that is 3 kills away from Godlike. And he will get the pickup out onto Ellis. And they will begin getting their comrades back up here as well.
I think that makes him the savior of humanity.
I believe he is the savior, actually.
Well, actually, Jesus is the savior, but you know.
Isn't
Either way.
I was gonna say, isn't there some like achievement called the Savior or something in Left 4 Dead 2?
I think there is actually. It's defibbing someone. Either way, High Cookie and Artie are both black and white, and High Cookie actually will end up dying here from the free spit. We got body blocked by the boomer there actually. That's usually pretty frustrating when that happens, but they actually end up popping onto Nick here. And we're just seeing them run right now. Like they know they're not going to make it. Most likely won't make it, so they're just trying their best to get through as much of the map as they can as possible. The only real obstacle they have outside of SI and Common is the Wish coming up here, which they will see in about 30%. Either way, SI will more likely just continue to keep throwing hits at them, and now they have to find their way. I'm not sure if they've practiced this map before, so they may not know what is... Oh wait, no, this is the map I'm thinking of, sorry. I confused myself being here. Either way, hit coming in. Jockey able to do a little bit of damage, Smoker wasn't able to do much, neither did Spitter.
This is not going well.
I'm not actually sure what the last hit was, but...
It was a Spitter, Hunter, and I think it was a Smoker as well. I actually was first person specking, so I only actually saw 2 of the spawns. But I know for sure it was a Hunter and a Jockey. And I believe I heard a Spitter, probably a Smoker as well.
Reloading.
Yeah, so it does seem they actually do know where they're going. Maybe. It looks like they're actually just waiting for a hit now.
I hope they know where they're going. But Boomer does actually kind of semi-rocket himself in there. Charger does, actually Hunter I should say, lands onto Nick up front, and a double charge in the backfield will end it in fact. Incapping 2 survivors with 1 charge, and Hunter just tearing apart God. And that will be the end of the half. Team Salmon Catchers making 441 distance. Unfortunately, one of them dying off a little prematurely there. And now we'll see if Team France can claw back 500 points in this half and kind of tie the game back up going into the 4th map. But that's definitely a task in itself because, once again, they have to go through the same 2 hits that we just saw Team Salmon Catchers go through. And as we saw, they're not forgiving attacks at all. They are very harsh on the survivors, and they leave really 0 to no room for error. It's really just, if you mess up, you're going to feel it.
Yeah, definitely. They'll have the exact same hits, so we'll have to see if they're able to replicate what Team France did on their special infected side. I just gotta wait for Salmon Catchers ready up, and we'll be on our way.
My Twitch chat scares me. They all think way too much alike.
Hey guys.
Yes, there is 0 to no room for errors. It's an exaggeration on it. But regardless, we'll see Team France make their way out of safe from here, quickly making their way down the staircase, or at least Rochelle, clearing out all the common below them. So they're not going to go for a drop straight off. Looks like they're all going to walk their way down the fire escape and look for an easy exit here. The Hunter has pre-spawned on the safe room roof. He is now crouching, so they know that where he is now, so they're going to probably spring this very soon. Hunter goes in for some sort of wall kick, does find it onto Alice. This Charger also landing out onto, I believe that is Rochelle over there in the corner, and she gets blocked in by Spit. Oh, no, Coach didn't drop. Okay, that was close, though. That was incredibly close, as you mentioned. Almost a death jockey, bringing Nick back inside the safe room. If Coach did drop, that would have been it.
Yeah, I didn't actually notice that Coach didn't drop yet. I thought he did, but, yeah, they... I thought, for a second, my first initial thought was, oh my god, he just died. That's it.
He just died.
That was it. A jockey ride. That's all it took. Well, actually, see this next hit coming up already, though. They have spawned right outside the door, and Team France will obviously.
Oh, Charger fell!
Actually, Charger fell, so instead of coming up behind the survivors, they might actually even drop and try to go after him, but we'll see how this happens. It's Hunter landing, Smoker landing as well. Spit actually lands all the way up there and dealing a fair bit amount of damage onto Rochelle there.
Everybody grab a weapon.
And that will did a fair bit amount of damage, more than they thought they would with the Charger falling, but. Horde has spawned, they have fallen off, and actually didn't take as much damage as you would expect on that choke point. And they'll probably end up clearing this Horde here before they end up spawning the tank.
Indeed.
Shoot that zombie in the back.
So I was taking care of something yet again. And yeah, they're just gonna wait at this Horde a little bit, wait for it, and attack. They're probably coming with it. This tank is not really in a good position to get any sort of rock when he first spawns up. But attack him in, Jockey landing a nice 25 damage GP on a Flaming Hunter down onto Nick, and the Boomer even proxying on top of him as well. So Yosh taking a lot of damage there. He's actually down to 2 HP here, and I'm not too sure if they're gonna take the end cap on him or if they're just gonna start feeding pills.
Reloading.
Yeah, I'm not sure because they don't really need to run. But he'll probably end up popping his pills once the tank advances. So I think that's usually the strategy you take when you have a low health survivor and you don't need to run, but there's a tank. They'll probably just wait as long as they possibly can until they activate it. So looking for a pull on a Nick actually, and actually gets a nice level there with the guitar. The jockey is running around trying to land it on a Nick as well, and Smoker will just barely get it, just tip end of it, and now they will come on, spawn this tank.
Thanks.
In the hands of Artie.
Indeed, and Artie, yet again, a very long-time player of the community, and he's been on Salmon Catchers, I think, since its inception, I do believe. So, been around the team for a very long time, and we'll see if he can actually make a wipe happen here, or at least push out a lot of damage. Because he needs something big to happen here, because right now Team France still has 3 sets of pills left. No one is under 50 HP. Ty is the closest to it, and then obviously Yash has no permanent left, but he is sitting up in the high 60s right now, I believe. Or actually, close to 70 right now, actually.
Well, this is interesting. I've actually not seen tanks take this route before. But he'll actually... Oh, I didn't even know you could get up there. Wow, you learn something new every day.
Yeah, that's actually very interesting. I mean, they still have the scout, though, in the hands of Team France. So the whole getting up high is not really going to work out all that well. As long as his scout can see him, he's going to take damage from it.
Yeah, so it doesn't really enable a rock tank, but it is a decent... It's almost a better position to be in than just running from the very far back. But we'll see how it plays out if they end up trying to draw this out as long as they can and try to go for rocks with the special infected hit, but I'm not sure how well it will work out. I think he took about 1,500 damage in chip because he was up 4,400 when he got to the roof. So yeah, 4,347. So he took a fair amount of chip trying to get up to that roof. So this is the amount of health he will have to commit with, assuming he doesn't take any more, which is not a lot.
Yeah,
but we'll have to see.
Yeah, and he also has that car somewhere below him, so hopefully he can make some good use of it. I'm expecting Razor to probably take it down here if he doesn't take its set of pills. If one SI even latches onto him, the tank can distract the other 3 for even 5-6 seconds. Could definitely see Incap going out to Razor. I wouldn't be surprised if he pops that set of pill, though. And it looks like Artie's just going to hide out here, still down to 3,700 HP. And now he looks like he's going to go ahead and start making a commitment here. The SI are going to have to help him out very early, though. And actually, he doesn't have the car anywhere around here, actually. And he's already down 2,200 HP. Gets the single hit out onto Coach there, putting him against the wall. And now he goes for the corners onto Nick and Alice. We'll find the surround onto Nick. Going for Alice now. Still 480 HP left. Could land this curve rock if it all aligns. And no, it does not. But it looks like he might get one more chance at this curve rock. Nope. The scout puts him down. And that will be a dead tank. Yash taking in cap. And actually, that will be his second. So he's going to be black and white upon get up.
Yeah, I was wondering if that was intentional or not. Because if it was, that could lead to them focusing him for the next little bit, since they will be feeding him pills. And if they can eliminate him early on, it will really help them try to finish them off later in the map. But right now, Team France is in a much better position than Salmon Catchers were at this point. They have one more set of pills, and they have solid health on a couple of their members. We do see this hit coming in, though. Nice spit landing onto High Cookie, the Ellis that got pounded. And he got a fair bit amount of damage, not as much as France did on their special infected side of that area, but still.
Indeed, and they will go ahead and make their way quickly through the second story of this building. Once again, there is a third story as well, and it's more straight, but you have to break down a bunch of planks to actually get through it. So it's kind of like, you know, do we waste more time breaking down these planks, or do we just take the long way around that has more spawns? And Boomer will spawn up here, gets a single boom and proxy as well onto Coach. That will draw in a little bit of horde here, and I wouldn't be surprised if the SI actually decide to throw his attack in. I mean, they need the damage. They can't really wait here. I mean, there are 3 stars bleeding out as well, though. But they're losing the distance. Or they will be very soon. They'll be losing the distance that obviously Team Salmon Catchers lost. Or they won't be able to make it up anymore because once they drop down in the sewers, they only had 3 people left.
Yeah. At first, I actually thought they hit the car and I didn't realize it because they were waiting. I'm thinking, what are they waiting for? Because they're bleeding. They don't exactly want to be waiting around while they're bleeding out, and they don't have any more pills. So they got 2 limpers right now, and it's not looking great for France at this point. They were in a better position earlier, but I thought they were going to keep moving, and they might have been further through the map with less health. Oh, we'll see how this ends up working out for them. Hit coming in, though. Not able to do a whole lot. The Charger and the Hunter both ended up getting killed before landing, and the Smoker was cleared pretty much instantly as well. So France shaking off the hit, will making it through the latter part of the map now.
Indeed, we'll see Coach bringing up the rear here. Everybody is slow now, including Razar, as he just dropped below 400. Or 400, below 40 HP. And,
oh, he's got a lot of health, kiss me.
Yeah, I mean, 400, he's got a few sets of pills. He's been stacking them away. But Charger going in does land a charge onto Yash. This will most likely be a death onto him. Indeed, it will be. So, one survivor from each team has died in the sewers, it seems. But Yash obviously making it further than the counterpart over on Salmon Catchers. And it looks like they have made their way to the choke above it here. There is only one SI spawned up, which will be that jockey. And he is just going to smartly back out and play it safe and wait for the other SI spawns to come up. Team France is going to claw back some more points here, though. They're closing it down right now. It's currently a 78-point, 77-point differential. So they're back to that 75-point gap that they started this round at. And now the damage is coming in, though. The spit goes down behind Alice. Actually, this might be double incap. No, it's a single incap. Rochelle gets cleared from that smoke. And yeah, they're going to keep making back distance here. They could very easily actually make... They could take the lead here, actually. If they make it to the long ladder or the tall tower... Or, tall tower. The tall ladder up ahead, the really, like, astronomically large one. But if they make it to that, I believe they'll be in the lead.
Yeah, they really just need to keep moving. If they just keep moving, but they want to get as many points as they can, they don't want to rush anything. They did end up finding some pills here they'll give to Razor. And Hunter coming in gets shot out of the sky by God. Or, sorry, Razor was the one that skidded God. And they will be able to make it through the rest of this little tunnel here. We'll put them in a nice point lead in front of Salmon Catchers for the first point in the game.
And actually, they've come up on the witch. There's no way they're making it past here. The jockey bringing Rochelle back down will be an instant incap because of how low her HP was. And Boomer at the top, Hunter at the top, Charger at the top, and a Witch over by the car. This is definitely the end. But France has taken the lead by 21 points. Hunter bringing Rochelle back down the ladder. Another handicap. And this is the nature of this ladder and why it's so impossible to get up the damn thing. Boomer looking like it's almost having that boom again. Charger taking Alice off to the side of the manhole, which also gets aggroed by the smoker, and the Witch will secure the wipe. Actually, no, Ellis still up. He got cleared somehow, but the Witch is going to kill off Coach, and now there's 2 SI up, and only a lonely Ellis to fend this off here. Oh, he gets a level. He could even cut this tongue and keep going. Nope, doesn't get the tongue cut. Actually dies.
Common puts him in his place.
Pretty much, and even High Cookie saying nice level. But Team France in the end will end up taking the lead by 29 points, I believe that is. Is it 29? 39. 39. It's my final answer, Trebek.
Yeah, it's 39.
You know, I'm so good at this game. I'm so good, I can do math.
Either way, we'll put France in 39-point lead ahead of Sam Catchers, and we still got 2 maps to go. This is a 5-map campaign, right?
Yep, it is indeed.
I believe this is the map. Oh yeah, this is the map with the trailer, the trailer park and the train.
Yeah, this is the train has been nerfed a bit. They put up a lot more railings, so it's a little more friendly, but it's still not the easiest. There's still massive gaps in the actual railing siding on the tracks, so you can still get death charged, and yeah, it's just that you don't have to worry 24/7 now about it. You have like periods where you have to, I forgot that's there, but you have to like constantly be staring above you for the charger that's gonna drop on your head and kill you.
It makes me kind of sad because I remember when I first played this map and I didn't know anything about it, and I'm pretty sure almost everyone has at least done it once. But before this this little guardrail was put here, I'm pretty sure at least everyone has at least once jumped off that ladder and killed themselves by accident.
That's all I did. Because I just find that it's like it's just not efficient to actually just keep running or climbing all the way down the ladder. It's better to just jump. You get off the ladder quicker and you can move.
Yeah,
get
it's
your gun out.
like automatic, so you just think,
Yeah.
oh, I need to jump down. Oh god, I'm dead.
It's like, oh, this ladder's not tall at all. I can just, drop down. You hit spacebar and you're dead. They should they should really put up like a warning or something on your screen that pops up whenever you touch that ladder. It's like, don't press go. I mean spacebar.
I kind of like that kind of like inspires my evil genius. I kind of want to make a map now where something like that can happen, and then just watch people play it and record that, and just make like a video to Dance of the Sabers. You know that. It just shows clips of people jumping off and dying. Oh, that'd be glorious.
I'm grabbing pills.
Regardless, Team France for the first time in the game, I think, actually on the survivor half first, and the attack will be making its way in. Hunter working his way towards safe room, does finally find a pounce with the help of the smoker. Spit goes down to the top of it as well. Quad proxy happening, and Ellis getting stuck in the spinner by the safe room. Ty taking a lot of damage from that spit, dropping him down to 60 HP, and that is not too shabby at all.
Yeah, it was a really nice proxy actually by the Boomer, whoever it was. Yeah, I'm sure the survivors didn't mean to, but nice placement either way. A ton of damage to Ellis right out of the safe room, and we'll have to see if they can keep up this pace. There is a ton of common here, so I wouldn't be too surprised with the way they've been playing to just jump in, and there goes the jockey trying to separate Coach there, but they were able to get the shove, and the spitter is actually dealing a ton of damage to Ellis. He finds his sanctuary on top of these little shelves here.
That was actually a very lucky jump by him. If he did not get up on that shelf, he was going to probably take an in-cap from that spit, because they were common just all around him. But good for him. He was able to find that one out, and he did not miss his chance.
Yep, that being said, there is a witch here now, right next to the tree, and they can actually run around her if they so desire. But more likely they will just end up clearing all the common they can and then go for the crown. But they are bleeding, so they don't want to stay here too long. They're actually getting a nice triple. I'm gonna use a Twiz term here. 3-bag. We see the rest of the hit coming in here though. Hunter was not able to land, but the charger actually getting a very nice double charge. The Smoker has just set himself up on the Witch, so we'll have to see how the survivors are able to handle this Witch with only the Smoker to deal with, but does get a nice pull. The Deagle's trying to accidentally shoots the Witch though, switches to a shotgun, but not able to and react in time. Does get knocked back, but does end up killing her on the tail end of that.
Reloading.
And he was not, I don't think he was actually health bonus, so they didn't take too much of a hit there.
I'm confused. The Witch got killed. But I guess because she hit him once, it counted as the Witch not being killed? Because it
I'm
said
not
the Witch had
sure.
972 HP left, even though she got
Sure
killed.
that isn't a print bug? Because I'm pretty sure I saw a shotgun blast when she died. I don't know, I could be wrong, but...
Oh no, the way it works is if the Witch doesn't die, like if she gets an end cap, it'll print out she had HP left. But if you kill her, then it's like, oh, the Witch has been killed, and it says who did what amount of damage. But she didn't actually end cap anybody.
Oh, that's weird.
It's just weird that that printed out. But regardless, another attack coming in. Pretty much nothing coming from it, though. Only really 2 survivors getting boomed in the back, and the other 2 survivors will quickly make their way towards the train. And I really wouldn't be surprised if we see the survivors just hold out this event on this side of the tracks. Because I don't think anyone actually wants to push behind that train as it's moving on this bridge.
Yeah, and that being said, the tank is at 62%. The survivor's at about 40% right now. So there is a small chance the tank can. Is it actually possible for the tank to spawn while they're pushing this train here?
True, true.
If it is, then the tank may actually spawn if they end up pushing. But special effect, they don't have a lot of great spawns here, and as you can all can see, they just took. Pretty much just got shut down immediately. Spitter was able to do a bit of free spit damage, but.
How do you feel about this ladder and the railings all around it? That looks so natural.
A lot more safe than last time. Yeah. Yeah, you got the half-broken wooden bridge on the bottom, and then nice steel.
Let's put a steel frame on top of wooden planks.
So it's almost like a roll cage, except there's no roof.
Fair enough. But
it definitely doesn't look natural.
Yeah, we will see Team Salmon Catchers preparing for the next hit here. There is a pause coming out, though, by them. So I'm wondering what the pause is about. Pause number 11? 12? I'm trying to keep count here. I'm trying
I
to
lost
remember.
count.
Wow. You saying they pause a lot?
I'm not good at this game like you are. Kiss me.
Aw, so flattering. I don't even play this game. No, I pug. That's pretty much it. That's the extent of it.
That's all you need to do. You don't need to compete anymore. You had your time.
Yeah. I did my time in this game. Make it sound
You
like
did
prison.
your time. Left 4 Dead 2 is a prison. It's my cage.
Oh, God. But regardless, it looks like we're going live here yet again. Jockey has pre-spawned. They have that boomer, so they're probably going to look for that pre-boom to initiate. Actually, no, I lied. They're going to throw everything in before the boom. Jockey takes this! Oh! What?
Bye-bye, Nick.
I didn't even know if that was a death jockey.
Oh, now you know.
Wow. He basically like took him off the I don't even know what the hell that thing is. I guess that's so you can like turn and move the train or something. But anyway, he fell off it, hit like the bottom of the support beam and just freaking went flying off. So that's a little unfortunate.
I think I have an explanation for that, but I'll touch on it after this round's over. We got a hit coming in. Actually, Rochelle's all the way. What happened there? Why did he stop? Oh, because the hunter. Right. Okay. Well, the jockey and the hunter almost got a 2-cap in the back here, and Coach is able to deny him the ride. The hunter gets cleared as well by Coach. And I think the charge stopped there because the hunter was bouncing, and he collided with the survivor while he was charging, so it stopped.
Yeah, that's exactly what I saw. Mid-charge, hunter hit the charger, and it was like, nope, stopping. Oh, nice clear though. I think that was actually maybe by Coach. But good clear on that smoke.
Scout clear.
And indeed, a tank will come up now in the hands of High Cookie. It's a little unfortunate that he has this tank to work with because he doesn't have all that much work to do. 2 of the survivors are permanently slow now as there's no pills left in them. And Yash on the brink of slow as well. Rock going out will part the survivors. And that's actually a pill pickup by Razor sneaking in there and grabbing it. Rock goes out, in-capping Ty, and now Coach looking to make some distance here maybe by running forward, but he's going to go ahead and become victim of the tank, and Tank will get that easy corner. Actually, can he even get Coach? Oh, he can, okay. This is... Okay, the tank. Okay, the tank can't get to him. Okay.
Oh,
I was gonna say, is this really how this game's about to end? All right. So Team France does wipe. They make 450 points off of that round, bringing them to a score of 1768. So we need to see Team Salmon Catchers make around 500 points to tie it all back up and make all things right in the universe.
So my explanation for what happened on the bridge there is, if you've played the parish finale enough, you might have experienced being just completely ridden up by the jockey. There's a bit of like these elevated rocks just on the edge of the bridge. So I think what happened is that the survivor fell with the jockey, and it caused, I'm assuming it's a bug, it caused the hanging animation not to happen because the survivor and the jockey were falling, and because they never stopped falling, it kind of just like, it was like momentum took him over. And I don't think this bridge here, this wooden bridge is actually, I don't think this is actually here. I think it's just a texture. It's not actually programmed in as being able to, like, you being able to walk on it.
Oh. Guess who the last two people were to ready up were?
Everyone ready?
Sorry.
Us. they were all waiting on us too.
It's very important for me to be ready, okay?
Yes. We need to finish our conversation about their game that they're waiting to play because of us. But anyway, Smoker looked for a pull here. Not going to find it. Actually, his tongue breaking on the wall. He tried to peek a little bit too hard around that corner. Hot Cookie maybe looking to jump up on top of that. He will actually stumble down to the spit, though. Hunter looking for a pounce on it. Hot Cookie can knock it out of the spit, eating it as if it were a Slurpee. I didn't know what to say there. I really didn't know what was like green and like, I don't know.
Slurm, dude.
Well, that's if people watch Futurama.
Drinking up that slurm. Yum yum yum.
As if it were
Either way, we got another hit coming in. Boomer gets popped by Artie. And we'll see the rest of the hit coming in. Most likely Smoker looking to get, oh, nice double cap in the here. Hunter getting the intercept on the smoke target. Not doing a whole lot of damage though. Clears it pretty quick, and we'll see. Razzler will most likely be up for the switch, so they won't exactly be able to rush her. May still try, but no, it seems he's wise enough to that. Notice the special infected are up. And it looks like we're gonna have, for the special infected, we have Jockey, Spitter, Boomer, and a Hunter for the last one. They're actually opting to just run around, which is the smarter thing to do when they know there's a chance they could be taking it down.
Yeah, and I mean, if you look forward in the map to this tank, they are playing this incredibly smart. It's not like they're pussyfooting around or anything. It's literally what they have to do, because this tank is in a very rough spot for them. It may look wide open, but there's actually a lot of spawns on the outskirts of the map for the SI. And if they can get some good SI support, this tank can push them back towards the bridge, and it can turn into a disaster really quick. I believe there's also cars that the tank can bring into that area. And with the lack of trees and stuff, I think there's only one tree in that area, and then you have the cement bags. You don't have that much cover to work with. But regardless, another attacker looking to get up here. Smoker in the back, Jockey as well going with him, and a pause in the middle of the attack.
Oh my goodness.
And a pause by God, nonetheless.
God has stopped the game.
God has stopped time.
Well, if I'd forgotten what casting Left 4 Dead was like, I'm being reminded right now.
The thing is, half of these pauses, I don't even know what they're for. Like, half of them, yeah, the players were crashing, and then the other half is just like, they're just sitting there. I really think it's like a bathroom break, and they're like hardcore landing right now. It's literally a boot camp. But regardless, attack goes in, double cap does land. Jockey and Smoker, along with the Hunter, both latching onto Coach. And that's a decent amount of damage onto Rochelle and Coach. Nothing too much, though, to write home about. And this will be the event here for the Survivor team. And once again, I wouldn't be surprised to not take it where Team France did and literally just come back to this side of the map. I feel like it's a lot safer than being where we just saw, who was it, Kinham actually get death jockeyed.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they won't make the same mistake. They're actually running it back here.
Yeah, this is the smarter play, I feel. Although their actual run back is going to consist of probably 1 or 2 hits, depending on how well they actually land these hits. But Boomer goes in, does not land its attack or boom out. High Cookie going in, though, gets jockeyed. Double boom landing onto 2 stars. Actually, it was a double proxy, so excuse me. And that will be cleaned up very quickly there by the survivors. High Cookie down into the 40s here HP-wise. He's sitting at 43 HP. Then Mutiny at 59, God at 89, and Artie at 70. So once again, God sitting high and mighty here.
As he should be. Yeah, they're taking a very nice position here. They're blocking most of the spawns that they can. Sitting on the Humvee and the, I'm not sure what you actually call that truck, that deployment truck, I guess.
Yeah. Another attack coming in there. Smoker going to pull onto Rochelle off the side of the truck. The Charger getting absolutely mowed down, though, and the Hunter does land on Coach there for a little bit. Spitter, unfortunately, coming in a little late to the party. Good note of that attack, though. High Cookie is now slow, so Team France has made it to the point where they're going to have to start popping sets of pills here, probably, if they want to keep High Cookie up with the rest of the team. Or he has to push forward ahead of everyone else in order to make up for that lack of speed that he's going to have.
Reloading here.
Yeah, it's definitely an option. They're looking really good right now, and if they can continue to repel these attacks during the Horde, they will be nice and sitting pretty for this next tank. But you see the hit coming in, though. The Boomer does manage to land on Rochelle, who ends up getting pulled in a nice double cap in the back. Nick ends up getting pounced in the back, and the jockey deals quite a bit of damage to, I believe it was Rochelle. And that will put, well, actually, no, they're all still fast, except for High Cookie's got 15 health.
I mean, it's getting to that point where if they were to make it to the tank with this health, High Cookie would pop a set of pills, and probably Mutiny as well upon the tank committing. But I don't think Artie and God would pop pills. They would probably just keep it as is. That sounded really wrong what I just said. But they'd probably just keep it as is. And the thing is, it would put that tank within 3 punches of downing both of them. Instead of, 4 if they were to pop sets of pills. And that's kind of the thing that you run into where if, some of these tanks are so close to dying, and if these survivors had, one more punch in them each, that they would be able to kill the tank because it only has 300 HP left. But it's just like, those minor things that you don't really think about. But High Cookie attempting to cut this Smoker's tongue with the golf club. I just realized he's swinging a golf club at the Smoker's tongue. Oh my god. But regardless, they will make their way through that attack, barely taking any damage whatsoever. Health bonus as it stands right now, a 1,021. So we'll have to see Team France do quite a bit of work here with this tank in order to minimize that the very best, if not get the wipe. And Boomer coming up on the side of the train here does get the single boom out of Rochelle. So the Horde will drop down and rain in from above. And I wouldn't say that we're going to see the rest of the attack, but it looks like they're going to make me a liar. Smoker, Jockey, Hunter working the win. Hot Cookie getting latched on by that Jockey as well as the Hunter. And the Smoker also grabbed a quick pull in the back.
Yeah, so High Cookie does end up committing his pill.
Reloading.
That will leave them with 2 spare pills for this tank, at least if they don't take another severe hit, which I can't see them doing. There are a good amount of spawns here, so if France can show me up, that'd be lovely. Otherwise, we'll see Salmon catchers walk into this tank with a decent pair of health bonuses. But you see this Charger coming in, though, and actually doing a ring around the rosy with the block, still managing to find a target onto Coach, and Spitter actually whiffed a little bit, bounced off a bit of a large box against the wall. The Boomer was able to land 2 survivors, though, so they will have to fight through a bit of Horde, but they will go and spawn this tank. Mutiny is now slow as well, so he will definitely have to commit a set of pills. 2 survivors are in the 2-punch range, actually almost 3 now. It'll be 2 once they pop the next set of pills. This tank is up in the hands of Tay. Will almost land that curve rock, a nice skeet. I believe it was by Coach there. And they're taking an aggressive stance against this tank here. They want to be close. They don't want to let him get too comfortable. And it actually looks like the Special Infected are setting up ahead of them because I guess they think that maybe the survivors will push.
I mean,
it doesn't appear to be the case.
I mean, as it stands right now, we're on the 4th map. We have 1 map left after this, and there's a 10-point differential right now. Looking up at the scoreboard, this is pretty nutty. I mean, 10 points is nothing at all. Like, I would not be surprised to see them actually try and push this, but at the same time, I feel like they're in a good position to actually kill this tank off. I don't really feel like there's much stopping them. And there's Deagle currently chipping away at Ty. It looks like they might actually run back here, or at least try and LOS him. That rock will miss, though.
Yeah, something really important to note right now is they don't have the scout, which is why the tank was taking a rock position. Because they only have 2 Uzis, they wouldn't be able to deal a whole lot of chip from the distance they were at. So it was good posturing there by Team France, just taking a set position. They knew they had a good spot to be in. But now Sam catches up wise enough. They're running a bit back further, but Now they're in a very narrow corridor. They could end up eating a charge, which would be detrimental, but here comes the tank. Committing, looking for that punch, whips the first one, will more than likely find the second one. Smoker ends up pulling, separating Rochelle. Hunter managed, I believe it was actually Jockey managed to land for a few seconds. The Charger is just trying to hide right now, trying to stall the survivors from killing the tank. Tank only has 1,000 left, throws a rock, misses. Will end up dying here, most certainly, and Salmon Catchers are in quite a good position to make the rest of this map kiss me.
Definitely. I mean, we do have also Artie and Cookie completely on bleed up. Mutiny has a little sliver of permanent left. And, of course, God's still sitting in the green. Oh, my God. There's too many puns. There's too many puns running through my mind. I'm not going to say them. Oh, my good Lord. Oh, my God.
Alright, compose yourself, kiss me. We've got another hit coming in. Smoker looking for a target. We're trying to set up this Charger, but not able to. Finds the level. Would be High Cookie, and nice shutdown coming up to the rest of them. And the safe room is about, I believe, 1 or 2 hits away. Probably see the survivors make it here with a decent health bonus, as long as God can maintain his silver lining of health.
Reloading
Hates you
here.
so much.
What?
It's his silver lining health.
He's the silver lining of the survivor right now.
Zombies
Okay.
They're not doing that great, but they do have some solid on God, so that's good.
True. But yeah, so Artie's gonna go ahead and pop that set of pill. High Cookie now down to, I believe, 42 HP. Artie up at 65. God at 43, and at 12 HP left on Mutiny. Charger goes in, whiffs the charge barely on the Coach, and the Hunter will actually lock Coach up in the spit. That's gonna be actually a little bit of damage going out to him, and I don't actually believe he took any damage from that spit upon his getup. Maybe he was outside of it by a little bit, but it looked like he was in the Sprite at least.
This is how it's gonna be.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that was the case, but either way, they will make it into the safe room here. Wait, no, this isn't the safe room, is it? Oh, the safe room's further up ahead, so they still... Okay, so I was actually wrong. Sorry, everybody, we're gonna see at least one more hit, maybe 2, if the first hit ends up being detrimental to the survivors, but... Team France is kind of just waiting. They're waiting for a good opposition. Boomer actually bouncing in, getting a proxy. Nice charge, taking, I believe it was actually Nick, or Ellis, Coach, all the way in the back. Jockey's trying desperately to land on God right now, and finally
He gets it!
This could be the wipe here. Team France has been looking for ever since the whole map, really. Coach Ellis is the only one standing right now. He doesn't have a whole lot of health left. But this will most certainly be the wipe.
Yeah, and they've actually made back a lot of distance in the map. Charger come in for the end, and he will, in fact, end it. Gets the charge, pins Ellis against the bus, and that will be the end. 2003 will be the score after making 724 distance points back. So 2003 to 1768, a score differential of 235.
Sounds right enough to me.
I think I'm right. 235. Yeah, I think that's it. So really well played there. They clawed back not only the gap that they were in, but they even went further than that, pushing the distance, or the I can't even speak. They pushing the gap over 200 points. So they have a comfortable lead coming into this. But once again, a singular wipe happening spells the end of this. And once again, guys, this is the Equilibrium Cup in number 4. I'm like losing the ability to speak here. But it is the Equilibrium Cup in number 4. You are being joined by Kiss Me and Cygnus, both of your casters for the night. And we are watching a round of 16 game between teams Salmon Catcher, hailing from Australia, versus Team France, obviously coming from no other than France. And it is supposed to be a best of 3, but they've agreed on a best of 1 just to keep it short, because a lot of teams don't like playing best of, well, not even best of 3s, but best of 2s, because they, it just takes up a lot more time, and one team is going to have bad pings regardless. So they were like, hey, we'll just split the ping differential and go half on it.
Yeah, which is it's a nice to see teams agree on something for once. But
Yeah,
definitely best of 2s, best of 3s. We'll take like one game takes long enough. Like, you're looking at between an hour to 2 hours for every game. So that's a lot of time to commit. It's almost like a rating schedule for World of Warcraft. I don't know if anyone's ever been a part of that, but those usually rate for at least 4 to 5 hours, a couple nights a week. So it's a lot of time to commit. Most of these people have jobs and other things they'd rather do than play Left 4 Dead 2 for, you know, 5 hours a day.
And then you have us who will cast for 4 or 5 hours.
Yeah, I wouldn't be looking forward to that either, but I would do it. I would do it. We're just waiting for Razor to be ready here, and then we can start this finale off. And I'm not actually sure, is there... I don't recall if there are 2 or if there's only 1 tank on this map.
From my knowledge, I believe there's 1. But,
Okay.
Regardless, we will have the round going live. Team Salmon Catchers once again with the lead, coming out of the safe from now. They do actually manage to get the Jock. Charger actually clears the Jock off. Unfortunately, if he landed that, that would have been such a nice charge spit. High Cookie already took so much damage from that jockey initially. And we will have the airliner coming and crashing down into the firework factory, which, for some reason, of course, is the firework factory. This plane sounds very familiar, almost like it's from Dead Air.
No.
No, it's not the same animation.
No, a different one. Getting a nice proxy to Rochelle, though, all the way up on the bus. We'll see the rest of this hit. Most likely coming in from the back, though. Jockey manages to land on really quickly, though. This long charge coming all the way in from downtown, not able to land. Smoker did a bit of damage to Rochelle, who was hoarded. But not a whole ton of damage coming out here.
So, very nice minimization, I should say, of the damage there. That fire is so bright. Literally looking at it, it's like a light just shining out of your screen.
Oh, it is bright. I never actually look over there.
Oh god, oh god.
Well, you see the next tape getting ready here. Boomer trying to land, getting popped by High Cookie. You see the jockey getting ready to jump on one of the survivors all the way up in the front. They have spawned the tank, indeed. Spitter is up still. I believe they will end up sacking it, though. Here we go. Looking for that free spit damage. Won't really find much of it. And we will see the Carnival of Cars coming in, the auto show, being brought to you by the tank. See, they have a wide selection of Camaro. Is that a Camaro?
I don't think those Camaros. Actually, it might be a knockoff.
Like 70 Camaro knockoffs.
Yeah. I could see it. But he does actually have quite a few cars here to play with.
This could be interesting. He has brought in at least 2. There's a third one there, which he might decide to bring into play. And yeah, we can see Tay's car control is actually quite nice, so he'll be able to get those in pretty easily. He will be on second pass, but he'll most likely be committing right away anyway. They've got a Charger, Smoker, Hunter, which is a pretty nice hit for here. We'll have to see how they are able to make the best of this tank.
That car stack? This guy is just stacking these cards like there's no tomorrow, but he's taken already 800 chip here from that scout in the hands of Ellis. But that car is going to go ahead and hit the invisible wall. For those that do not know, there's actually an invisible wall above that tent. For whatever reason, that tent is just like 3 stories tall in some director's mind. But regardless, he does have 1 car in now. He's going to go ahead and commit onto it. He gets the car hit over towards the survivors, misses the car hit though, and Rochelle barely dodges it. He will go ahead and grab the car. Actually, no, he's going to keep going for Rochelle here. It's a tri-cap, and Rochelle gets locked up. This could be it. I believe it is going to be what? It is the wipe. The tri-cap with the tank wrapping it up on the 4th, and that's huge.
That is a big power play coming out from France. That is the last place you would ever expect to get a tri-cap. The Hunter getting the intercept on the charge there was perfect.
I could tell at the very end if the smoker got cleared or not, but I saw the HP just still dropping steadily. I was like, that's no way they got the freaking tri-cap. That was a hell of a play, and that's no wonder he went for the survivor instead of actually going for that car, because his team was probably screaming at him in their mumble, just go for her. We got the other 3. And really good, amazing eye play there by France, keeping it close. And the thing is, I don't know if they ran this, I don't know if they would get the amount of distance they need. Plus, they would be pushing into cars, so they're pretty much forced to have to fight this tank. Like, they can't just run past and get the 200+ points that they need. They're literally going to have to take this tank and then go past where we saw Team Salmon Catchers go, or at least where the tank starts. And they don't have to make the helicopter, they just need distance. But they still have to go quite a ways for that 200 points.
Yep. You see the hit coming in now. Actually, nice charge spit coming out right out of the safe from Jockey, actually doing a ton of damage as well. Alice also in the spit, so it's everyone's taking an acid bath this morning.
That's a lot of damage. Razor being dropped down to 47 HP, Yash down to 50, and even Ty taking a little bit there. 83 HP left on him as well. So that's a good 100 plus damage hit right out of the safe room.
Yeah, that's a nice power play coming right out of the safe room, like you said. We'll see the next hit getting ready here. We got Smoker, Boomer, Jockey, and the Charger, so we'll see Jockey leading the charge. Really not able to do a whole lot, trying to knock them off the bus, but everything's getting shut down before they can really do anything. So that would be the hit up and down. France going to be moving forward, trying to get closer to this tank, and they actually have the opposite of the Scout, which I believe is actually... It only does about 25 more damage, I think, but it actually fires a lot slower, so it's not ideal. But we'll have to see how it ends up affecting this game. So the tank is up, and will be in the hands of Artie. We have 2 SI up right now, and they're probably not going to do a whole lot. They are spawned up though, so they need to go and end their own lives for the tank. And actually, they are really close. This tank could even possibly get a car hit if he's lucky enough on the survivors, but it actually may just end up being him taking a bunch of chip. The Ops not actually shooting him right now. Now he's shooting him, but not. It looks like he's actually not landing. So this charge, not able to do a whole lot either.
This tank's
Getting
gonna
shut
cut him
down.
off.
Oh, you're right.
Tank actually makes his way behind the survivors. I've never seen that before in all the games I've seen of this campaign. And he actually gets a corner onto Coach here. He misses the second punch though, and Coach is performing a little bit of a juke here on him. And Tank's still taking a lot of damage, down to 1700 HP. They're not going to be able to kill this tank. This tank. Wait, no, I'm saying they are going to be able to kill this tank. I lied.
Oh, he's stuck.
Yeah, he's dead. So Artie does die. He gets 1 in cap onto Coach, but this is going to be huge. All they have to do is make distance. They're currently 229 points down on Team Salmon Catchers, and they could easily make a run here and just end this right here. I mean,
Yeah.
they only have 2 sets of pills left, and pretty much everyone's bleeding out except for Ty. I mean, there is also obviously some solids left in that equation, but they could. They need a tri-cap, a big tri-cap, and they have they have a double cap right now. They have a 2-2. The Horde has stopped briefly as well.
Yeah, what they lacked there, that looked really, really good on paper, but the only problem with that tank cutting them off there is that he didn't have the support he needed to end the game. He didn't have a tri-cap, and that's really what he needed. He was taking tons of damage just trying to get running along there, and there was no common for the survivors to deal with, so they really, all they had to shoot was the tank, so they did. We were being popped as well. The Jockey's actually spawned up in the back, so Will actually end up deciding to go commit himself. Charger not able to do a whole lot. Spitter spitting on nothing because she has no target.
This
And
is
Jockey
gonna
will be shut down as well.
This is going to be like another 80 distance right here before the next attack even gets up. So by the time they spring the attack, it's going to be like another 100 points closed in the gap right here. And I wouldn't be surprised if Team France just says, screw it, we're not even going to take this hit. We're just running this the rest of this. So they're 130 points down as of right now. They are nearing a pretty wide open area right after this the tractor trailer right there. So we could see this happen. What is it, 60 points now? They are closing a double boom landing. Hunter going in. Smoker has been killed off. Spit goes down to the top of Coach, and I think that's GG. I think they're going to easily close out this last 50 here. 40 points, 30, and 20, 13, 6, and that's tied game. That's a win.
Yep, France takes the win. And it was all on the back of that amazing tank they have with the tri-cap. Had that not happened, Salmon Catchers would have made distance, and well, it's debatable if they would have made it all the way to the safe room, but
Yeah,
France just really, really took it there, and they handled that tank. On the survivor side, they handled Salmon Catcher's tank perfectly as well.
that was an incredible tank by Team France to turn that around on the last map. That was just incredibly well played. Beautiful SI support, as we saw in a couple of their previous tanks in this game. And they just made it happen. They landed the quad cap. Well, not even. Well, you could call it. Oh, there's a Michael Jordan. But anyway, they made the quad cap semi quad cap land, and they did it when it counted, and they were able to make it happen on their survivor half as well. Nice tri-boom landing, Charger pinning Rochelle against the bushes, and actually Alice caught inside the ambulance, and the spit goes down top of that. That's gonna be an in-cap onto him. I'm pretty sure they're gonna go for the pickup. They're probably not gonna leave him because the game's already over, but they're probably gonna keep it going just for the hell of it.
Oh, looks like they won't leave no man left behind, it appears.
Yeah,
They won't get Elsa.
They're gonna pick him up. They're like, we're not leaving you. The helicopter's right here. We already won. Let's end this in style. But Boomer up behind the bushes. Jockey actually latching onto her shell, trying to pull her back. Boomer whiffing the boom over the bush there. And that will about be safe from Hunter and Charger. Last two SI that Team France will see here as they look to make their way onto the helicopter. Actually, Charger does land out onto Nick here, and 1 pound goes out. Not an in-cap, though. Barely, though. Yasha actually at 4 HP, and they will walk their way into the helicopter, ending the game. And Team France, on the last map, down 200, comes back to win it.
Yeah, that was an amazingly close game, but it really all it came down to was the last map, and they proved it. They had a beautiful tank, like you said, beautiful SI support. They got the tri-cap, set the tank up for a perfect game, and they handled fighting against Salmon Catcher's tank perfectly as well. They got cut off, but they did so much chip to him that by the time that the tank was in, he didn't have any support because the Charger went in earlier as well, just before the tank committed. And the tank didn't have enough health to cause the wipe himself, so that was pretty much it. After they killed that tank, they had enough health to run the rest of the map, and they made it the helicopter, and everyone saw that. It was a great game.
Yeah, that was really incredible. What a turnaround by Team France. I mean, we saw an incredibly close game the entire time, just back and forth, and it was so close from map 1. That was just incredible. I mean, you couldn't ask for more of a game, I feel. That it was just so well coordinated on both ends. And the SI support were there, the survivor play was there. I could not ask for more from a game. Hats off to both teams. That was incredible to watch.